The 10 Best Movies on Netflix Right Now, Part 2. Your Entertainment Guide. Moovi.
9 seconds.
Denzel Washington spends so much time sitting down and sipping lattes in the Equalizer 3 that you may start to wonder if the actor himself is injured, and not just his character, Robert McCall. After nearly getting himself killed while recovering stolen funds, McCall slowly recovers in a small town on the coast of Italy. McCall also becomes close to the doctor who saved him, Enzo Arrizio, Remo Garone, as well as the police officer who brought him to safety, Gio Benucci, Eugenio Mastrandrea. As McCall grows to love the town and its people, he realizes that the Italian mafia is terrorizing his new friends. And if anyone's going to be terrorizing bad guys in this franchise, it's Robert McCall. If you're evil, don't make McCall stand up. His stuntman will kill you.
You seem like a man who understands violence.
This whole thing is insane, but out of the couch surfing nerds that you sent me, he is the best one.
On the surface, the premise for Gran Turismo sounds like pure wish fulfillment. It's about a video game player who uses his Gran Turismo skills to become a pro racer. And yet it's the mostly true story of Jan Martinborough, Archie Madekwe, a young man who successfully applied what he learned in the Gran Turismo video game to racetracks in reality. Stranger Things David Harbour co-stars as Jack Slater, the head trainer for GT Academy. Jack's got his hands full trying to take gamers and make them into racers. And despite some initial setbacks, Jack becomes convinced that Jan has what it takes to make it on the pro circuit. From there, the real test of Jan's talent begins.
Welcome to Team Nissan.
It's a new age for the universe.
Viewers may find that a lot of things in Rebel Moon, Part 1, A Child of Fire, are very familiar. It has laser swords like Star Wars, a galactic empire like Star Wars, rebel freedom fighters like Star Wars, and a plot straight out of Battle Beyond the Stars, The Magnificent Seven, and Seven Samurai. None of those similarities will matter if you just want to watch a big-budget sci-fi movie from the comfort of your own home. On that front, director Zack Snyder has delivered exactly what he was supposed to. The story follows a group of warriors led by Korra, Sophia Boutella, as they make their stand against Motherworld and the Imperium on the remote world of Velt. These rebels may be outgunned and outnumbered, but they're eager to fight for their freedom.
I am a child of war. And if nothing sings in you, then you can't make music.
Composer Leonard Bernstein has been dead for 33 years, but he may prove to be an important figure in next year's Oscar race. Netflix's Maestro was written and directed by Bradley Cooper, who cast himself as Bernstein opposite Carey Mulligan as his wife, Felicia Montealegre. Before falling in love with Felicia, Bernstein was in an affair with David Oppenheim, Matt Bomer. However, Bernstein's marriage with Felicia doesn't mean that he plans to give up sleeping with other men. This places an incredible strain on their union, even though the love between Bernstein and Felicia is never in doubt.
I don't even know how much you need me to.
Back in 2000, Chicken Run became a surprise hit with fans of all ages. So what if there was a mere 23-year gap between films? It's not like chickens can tell time. Although the extended period did leave some major roles to be recast, including Zachary Levi and Thandai Newton taking over as Rocky and Ginger from Mel Gibson and Julia Sawalha from the original. Chicken Run, Dawn of the Nugget takes place not too long after the first film, but long enough for Rocky and Ginger to have a daughter named Molly, as voiced by The Last of Us Bella Ramsey. The chickens may have escaped from Mrs. Tweedy, Miranda Richardson, but she's far from through with them. If Ginger wants to keep her family safe, she will have to lead a team to break into Tweedy's compound and discover what she has in store for them.
You sure you're ready for this?
I was hatched ready, Dad.
The Maze Runner's Dylan O'Brien stars in Love and Monsters as Joel, one of the survivors of an apocalyptic event that left Earth overrun by giant monsters. Before the world went to hell, Joel, O'Brien, was deeply in love with Amy, Jessica Henwick, but they've been separated for 7 years because it isn't safe to travel on the surface. When Joel becomes fed up with himself for feeling useless, he decides to risk everything by leaving the safety of his colony behind so he can reunite with Amy. Joel has a lot to learn along the way, and he may not get the happy ending he hoped for.
Why can't we talk about it? If we're really as in love as we say we are?
Decades ago, Gracie Atherton Yu, Julianne Moore, was sentenced to prison for seducing Joe Yu, Charles Melton, when he was a child, before marrying him when she was released. In May-December, Gracie and Joe believe they can repair the damage to their reputations because a movie is being made about their lives. Elizabeth Berry, Natalie Portman, the actress hired to portray Gracie, has other ideas. She's less interested in redeeming the youth than in completely immersing herself in their lives to get a better performance. And Elizabeth is way too close to the subjects of this story.
She's getting on my last nerve. She's just everywhere I look.
The Super Mario Bros. Movie pulled off the Herculean feat of making audiences forget all about that live-action Super Mario Bros. Film. Instead, Nintendo's iconic characters, Mario, Chris Pratt, and Luigi, Charlie Day, are right at home in this lavishly animated flick that updates their origin story and sets them on a path of adventure. In the realm of the Mushroom Kingdom, Princess Peach, Furiosa's Anya Taylor-Joy, is preparing to defend her kingdom against Bowser, Jack Black, the king of the Koopa, who is weirdly infatuated with her. Peach doesn't need Mario to rescue her, at least not at first. But Luigi could definitely use some help as he tries to survive as Bowser's prisoner. And along the way, Mario can prove to himself that he has the heart of a hero.
Wahoo! This is incredible!
For 74 years, the titular lizard of Leo has shared an enclosure with a turtle named Squirtle, Bill Burr, as the official pets of a 5th grade classroom in Florida. However, Leo, Adam Sandler, comes to believe that he's wasted his life in captivity, which is why he plots his escape. When Leo makes his bid for freedom, he accidentally reveals his ability to speak to Summer, Sunny Sandler, one of the students in his classroom. Through Summer and the other students in the class, Leo discovers a new purpose in life while contending with mean substitute teacher Mrs. Malkin, Cecily Strong.
Try doing this. Wait.
The Impossible is rising to the top on the Netflix movie chart, and not just because it's the film debut of MCU Spider-Man actor Tom Holland. It's also a harrowing tale of survival that is based on a true story. During the 2004 Indian Ocean tsunami, Henry, Ewan McGregor, and Maria Bennett, Naomi Watts, are on vacation alongside their family when Thailand is struck by a massive wave. In the aftermath, Maria is severely injured and left with her oldest son, Lucas, Holland, while Henry finds his 2 other sons in a separate location. With so many injured and dead, the Bennett family will need a few small miracles to make it through as the Thai people come together in the face of tragedy.